Welcome to CML Entertainment. Happy Friday to everyone's out there. I hope you guys are doing really well. I hope everyone is keeping it safe. You know, keeping your distance. You know, if someone start coughing, just get the hell out of there, because that's a horror movie in itself. And just take this serious, man. This coronavirus situation is really serious. So I really hope you guys are, if you're all together, you're a family, keep it together, keep it tight. And also, hopefully you guys are watching some good movies out there. And if not, well, I am here today. This is why video here today. Also, Sanford is the reason why there's a video that's happening today. Because if it wasn't for Sanford, there would have been no video. So without him, he's part of our community. He's been with us for quite a while, and he's one of the only ones that really talk to us outside of the channel. So thank you so much, Sanford. And also, don't forget to leave him comments down in the section thanking him, because if it wasn't for him, there would have been no video. So shout out to Sanford for that. This video, I'm going to bring to you a few films that I don't know if you guys checked out yet. And it's kind of like my snippet of a review to all these films, but I'm not going to throw too much under the rug or just put it to you, just throw it at you and just spoil shit. I just want to just give you what I saw that I know you guys will pretty much enjoy. And I saw some pretty good movies, so let's get started. The first movie I'd like to talk about is The Ascent. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought this movie was really good, and they got some real truth in this movie about how things are done and how you can really scar your own children when you're not living right as a parent. And let me tell you, this movie is truly really good. It absolutely blew my mind by the end, and it really shocked me, because I like a film that plays with you mentally, but then once it exposes the truth to you, it just blow you right out your seat. And this film definitely does that, and it's really creepy too. It's pretty creepy. It's a possession film, so I don't know if you guys are into that, but let me let you know that if you like exorcism films, this film is really good, and it does it really well. So if you have not seen this film, I don't know what rock you've been sleeping under, but you're missing out on a really good film. I highly recommend this film, The Ascent. Check it out. It's a horror film. It's amazing. And let's get into the next film, Braid. Now, looking at the cover of this film, you would think like, I ain't interested. But trust me, you're going to be very interested. This film absolutely messed my head up without no questions asked. Okay, the film is about two young sisters that go visit this woman. But of course, these young sisters doing some really crazy things. Because at the very beginning of the movie, you see them clearly on the run. And they've done something real crazy. And they had a lot of money with them. But then they end up seeing this woman from their past. And they end up visiting her house. And let me tell you, from the time they get there, that's it. And it don't even take long. That's what I like about this movie. This movie gets straight to the point. Like, when they get to this woman's house, you clearly can tell something wrong with the woman. And then slowly you start to see something is wrong with them. And then they start to backtrack the story so you can understand it a little more while they're there. Really good film. Highly recommend this thriller. Really good. And the ending is going to mess your head up. Definitely check this film out. Braid. Gretel and Hansel, another one of my favorites already for 2020, because like I said, that's rare that there's any good movies. I mean, I like The Invisible Man. I thought that's a high recommendation too. If you have not seen The Invisible Man, definitely check that out. That was good from beginning to the end. That movie will keep you at the edge of your seat. But I also like this film as well, which both of those films are my favorite two films of 2020 when it comes down to horror and thriller. But Gretel and Hansel is like more like this dark, like gothic feel to it, and I love what they did with the film. They didn't do what most people try to do with the Hansel and Gretel tale and stuff. I like how they made it dark, they made it creepy, and the woman that played as the witch in the film, she just does it so well. And the way they put a twist on it by the end definitely made it one of my favorite films of 2020. If you haven't seen Gretel and Hansel, you need to check that out too. That's amazing. That's awesome, especially if you're into those like gothic horrors. This is up your alley. Check that out. Next up, we have The Turning. Now, this film here, I have mixed feelings about this film, because I like what they did with the beginning of it. Okay, I like what they did with the beginning. I like how they was building the story arc, and like how they was kind of keeping that ghostly feel vibe to it, but keep it creepy, and the jump scares are definitely on par. That's what I can say positive about the film, far as halfway going through. But then, as you go through the film and you're watching the film, and which I'm hoping, some of you might still try to check it out if you haven't seen it yet, and let me know in the comment section what you think about it, just to make sure we're on the same page here. But I was absolutely pissed off and turned away by the end. And the way they did it, you can tell, like, it kind of remind you of, remember the film called The Devil Inside? And remember how they had all this creepy shit building up, and then they get into the car, and the guy gets possessed, so he end up flipping the car, and then at the end they say, for more information. I was so fucking mad. You talking about somebody have experience? I was just sitting there like, that's it? Like, it will disappoint the shit out of you. By the time you hit the end of this movie, I wanted to start a fucking riot. I swear, the movie lives up to its title though, The Turning. Because one minute you think you struck gold, and the next minute somebody jammed their fist up your ass and then threw you out the window. Yeah, that's pretty much what this film did to me. So I was really upset about this one. I don't know what y'all think about it, but I was upset by the end because I didn't like how they ended. It was kind of like, fuck y'all, okay, got your money. And that's how it felt. But if you still want to check it out, I'm just throwing it in the recommendations just in case you get a change of heart, you still want to watch it. Like I said, halfway through, the movie's good till it reached the halfway mark. Then the movie just turn on your ass and then totally fuck up your whole experience. So if you want to check it out, be my guest. Goddamn movie. The Dark Red. I absolutely enjoyed this film as well, because the film done something different. It didn't do what most films do, try to replicate each other or steal something from another film, which that didn't happen. But in this film, I thought it was very unique and done very well, because this film is about a woman that's, she has a guy, whatever, a male friend, and they've been together for a while, and he gets her pregnant, and she wants to meet his parents, but he's very hesitant. He really didn't want her to meet his parents, but then he finally gave in and take her up to his parents' house, and turns out that his parent is a secret cult that steals people's children. And now this woman is under investigation by the cops and want to know what she done with her baby, basically trying to get her to admit that she is tripping and she was never pregnant and all this other stuff. But the direction that the film takes, though, did not see that coming by a long way. The way they done it and how they done it, because these cults basically take, because there's something special about the parent, and they know that the parent passes it on to the child. They take the blood from the. I'm just saying too much, but check this film out. The Dark Red is really good. Highly recommend this film. Every film that I had on this list so far, I highly recommend. I can't wait till the second Train to Busan comes out. I've been trying to keep up on that for a while. Can't wait till that. They have a part 2 coming out, and that looks crazy. What else did I see? The Hunt. That was off the hook as well. If you guys have not seen The Hunt, check that out as well, man. There's a couple good movies out there if you into thrillers and horrors and things like that. There's some things floating around out there and some things to come. And just with this situation that we got going on right now, and there's so much going on in this world, that it just slows the process down of everything to get released. Because everybody want that movie to have that shine, but that just seems not to happen. Which is cool that movies that came out in the theaters, they released them early too. So that's why I put a little bit of the Hollywood mixed in with a dab of independent films. So awesome. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about these films, because I told you what I thought about these films. All these films are really good films. If you have not seen them, here you go. They are now available on YouTube, Amazon, Vudu, VOD, basically all the platforms. So you can't miss none of these films that I just let you know about. That's why I can't stand when channels do reviews on horror films, but the film's not even out, which that tells you right there how they're watching them. Hey, you here at the legit of the legit. And to all my movie lovers, keep it scary. Make sure you made this list. Make sure you paid attention. I love you.